Hey, 8th graders, good to see y'all. Guess what? This is the last week of instruction. So we're only going to have a couple of days for sure, maybe Wednesday, something, and then we'll have the rest of the week to get all our work turned in for the last 3 weeks. I've got papers missing, and I need y'all to get them all in, every one of you, okay? So I do the whole lesson nearly with you, and may even do all of it with you today, maybe tomorrow too. But I need these same notes in your books and on your papers. And what we're going to be looking at is Module 12, transformations. Yay! Reflection, rotation, dilation, and translation. Those are easy. So let's jump into that, page 383. All right. Now, I was having some fun thinking back to the rules. Remember all that? We were going to be ready for our 8th grade star because with translation comes the rule that tells, well, what happened to X, Y? Okay, and so forth. They don't really address it that much in the lesson, but we're going to use that as a little guide to help us take a look. But transformations, we know, could be reflections, okay, where you got to be aware, did it reflect across X, or did it go across Y axis? Whatever it goes across, that letter stays the same. That letter would stay the same for the the reflection rule. They stay X, Y, but the one, if it reflects across X, X stays the same, Y is negative, okay? The other one would be translation, where we know that means slide. Reflection means flip. It just flips across the X or flips across the Y. Translation, we know, slides. Well, it's either going to slide right or left, up or down. We know right would be positive, left would be negative, up would be positive, down would be negative. So whatever the translation may be, you do that for each and every point. So our rule would look like XY becomes X plus 3, meaning X went up 3. Over to the right 3, sorry. And Y, let's say, went minus 2. It slid to the right 3 and down 2. Right 3 for X, down 2 for Y. Okay? So there's the translation. And then we know a dilation has to do with the scale factor that is multiplication. Okay? So it's a scale factor, which is multiplication. So if it's a scale factor of 2, XY would become 2X, 2Y, if we reflect. And that's what they do right here. Now, this one's a slide. Sorry about that. All right, so this is just a little review about our rules and the different types. Oh, and rotation. Sorry, guys. Last week, Sunday evening, playing like it's Monday morning for y'all. Rotation, we know it could go clockwise, 90 clockwise. It could go 90 counterclockwise, or it could go 180. All right, we know that our XY switches places to Y, comma, X, and which one becomes negative? This one. For counterclockwise, XY switches places, YX. And which one becomes negative? This Y for counter. Okay? So that's fun, easy, and good. All right, so taking a look. Oh, and 180, they both change. XY just turned to negative XY. Negative X, negative Y. Good. All right, check it out. Okay, so this one was translated 4 units left. No, Yeah, 4 units left on X and 2 units down. That's your Y, okay? So we start with our X. It was at 3, and so we go 4 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 units down. 1, 2. So X prime. Remember how we marked them X prime? Y. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 down. Y prime. Z. 1, 2, 3, 4 left. 2 down. Z prime. Good. So there you go. That's translating. Easy, easy enough. Let's take a look. Now that was just a sample. So let's do these exercises together. All right. It says to reflect, but it's always important that you look very carefully across which axis? Across the x-axis. So see, guys, you could almost make it stronger looking. Meaning, I got to jump that fence. It's got to flip across X. The rule for that is X, Y becomes, X stays X, but Y goes negative. Agree? Agree. So we take a look at B, and so it needs to go flip across. So X stays the same, and Y becomes negative, and call it B prime. C, it was one, when it flips down, it was 5 up, so we're going to go 5 down, and it's only 1 over, so that's C prime. A, when it's up 1, okay, so it goes back down, it flips over X, and that would be A prime. And then you draw, okay? Let's just look at B, guys. Do you understand? Let's take a look at positive B. It was -1, +1. So it was -1, +1. But notice what it became. B prime. -1, -1. See? X's stayed the same, and the 1 became -1. Became the negative. Home run. Check mark. Okay, number 2. This says to translate, meaning slide each point 5 units right. That's not hard at all. For C, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a dot, point, and put C prime. B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slid right. That's B prime. A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A prime. Join your triangles. And this is the translation, 5 units right. So notice, it doesn't have to be two directions. It can just be one. There you go, and it just slid to the right. Good deal. You're going to take a picture of this, and you're going to turn it in for homework. Let's look at the back. After we're done here, we'll be done. Sound good to y'all? Okay. I'm not sure if that's driving y'all crazy up there. Might be. I'm going to do this just to make it nice and neat looking. Hope y'all had a great, great weekend. I sure did enjoy and love all of my wonderful, precious teacher appreciation gifts and things. I just miss y'all so, so much and hope you're doing great. All right, here we go. So this time we're going to rotate 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin, meaning this direction. Are you following me? Okay, so here's the point. Let's look at B. I'm going to do it right here, guys. B was -1, +1. -1, +1. Do y'all see that? -1, +1. But, and this is my X, Y. Well, they're going to switch places. So, Y, they're going to switch places. So, Y is 1 and X was -1. But which one is going to get the negative? Would be this one. So, it's going to become -1, -1. All right? So that would be B prime. All right, my friends, let's keep moving. Now, A, class, because we know this thing's going to move around. All right, my friends. Where are we going? Here we go. A was -5, +1. We're going to switch places. 1 and -5. Which one is going to become negative? This one. So that's -1, -1, excuse me, -1, -5. So see, A swings all the way down here. A prime. Let's look at C. C was -1, +5. And it's going to go to, we're going to switch places. So we got +5, -1. But which one is this counterclockwise? So the 5 becomes negative as well. So -5, -1. And this is C prime. So this triangle did this move. Okay, and it turned to that. Also looks like a reflection, doesn't it, guys? Sure does, except not truly. If this was a reflection, this would be C prime. But what happened, it spun around, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's because these two sides, it's an isosceles triangle, so that's kind of why it's a little bit, you'd almost think it was a reflection, but it's not. It is a rotation, counterclockwise. And this rule really saves the day. X, Y, they trade places, and the one that becomes negative is the Y. Booyah. Okay. Now, I don't know if you wrote on yours, but I'm going to erase that. Is that okay? Did y'all get that? Or I'm sorry, you can freeze frame it, hopefully. Okay, so this next one, number 4, going to be easy because it's a translation. For every point, we will move it 4 to the right and 4 units down. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and call it C prime. With me? Let's do B. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Call it B prime. Ready? With A. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Call it A prime. Booyah. And so C was plus. So it was a X, Y. And the rule looks like this. X, we went +4. And it went for the right. And Y, -4 to go down. Right means plus. Down means negative. Home run? You betcha. Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Graph the pre-image and image. So this is going to be y'all's job, number 5. You are going to have to go do the quadrilateral A, B, C, D. Go graph these 4 points and call them A, B, C, D. Then you will slide each one to left 2, down 3, and call it A prime. Left 2, down 3, call it B prime. And do the 2 images. So this is your homework right here. First graph those to make your quadrilateral. Then you're going to do X -2 for left 2 and Y -3. Now, you can do it that way. You can plug it in or you can just count like we did right there. Like after you get your A, B, C, D, then go 2 to the left and 3 down and call it A prime. For B, start at 5, 1, 2 to the left, 5, 2, 3 down. Call it B prime, so on. No problemos, right? Now, this is fun because watch this. If we're going to reflect over the y-axis, my class, if we're going to reflect over the y-axis, who gets to stay the same, the x or the y? If you're reflecting across y stays the same. So this would be super easy. Negative x and y stays the same. Home run. You'll just be changing x to a negative, shall we? The first one was, it was RST, triangle, 3 points. So this is our x, this is our y. Which one stays the same? The 2. So we want the negative of -8. So that would become what? Positive 8. -8 becomes positive 8 because we do negative times negative makes it positive 8, and y stays the same. All right, take the negative of -4. What's the negative of -4? Positive 4. 0 stays the same. True? And when the point is -12 and 8, which one stays the same, -12 or 8? 8 stays the same because it's the y, and we're reflecting across y. So let's take the negative of the -12, and it becomes positive 12, positive 8. Agree? Okay. Now this one, rotated 180, the rule is they stay x and y, but they're both negative. Home run? So let's just change the sign of every ordered pair of this triangle. So instead of positive 3, positive 7, it's going to be -3, -7. Home run? Positive 9, and 14, positive 14. So to rotate it 180, it's got to be -9, -14. Home run? To do 12 and -1, take the negative, positive 12 becomes -12. What does -1 become if I take the negative of the negative? Positive 1. There you go. Okay? Do y'all want to see that in action? -3, I'm going to play like -7. -9, way over here. -14. And, whoops, I didn't graph those first. -12 and positive 1. Okay? So it kind of looks like that. Booyah. That's after it dilated, after it rotated. So let's go do our originals. Over 3, up 7. Over 9, up 14. And over 12, down 1. So see, this thing flipped all the way over to there. Home run? Good. Hope y'all liked that. Here it is. Here is your homework. Do these 4 points and then translate them. 2 to the left, 3 units down. Take a picture, turn it in, submit, and submit. And that's it for today. Love you guys. Have a happy Monday, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye-bye.